Hello everyone, this is me Asad Bialotman, and today I'm to talk about nominal and effective interest rates. And right now we're gonna start to talk about propose. Propose make economic calculations for interest rates and cash flows that occur on a time basis other than 1 year. And in here we're gonna to talk about 7 points. The first point, nominal and effective. Effective and rate. And in here it's like to talk about the average of the benefit and compare between PP and CP. Single amounts when PP bigger than CP. Series and series mean like circle. Series when PP bigger than CP. Single and series when PP smaller than CP. And at the end we will talk about spreadsheets. The first point we're going to talk about it's nominal and effective interest rate statement. It's like the data of interest rate, nominal, and the definition of it, and what is the benefit from it. The calculation of the nominal interest rate for a period of less than 1 year is always less than equivalent rate calculated based on the annual account. It's like what? When a period is less than 1 year, when it's the time less than 1 year, in here it's like 6 months or 1 month. In here the equivalent it will be less, the average of the benefit it will be less. Let's explain it more. The nominal interest rate is the periodic interest rate multiplied by the number of annual cycles. For example, the annual nominal interest rate is 12%, calculated on the basis of a 1% monthly interest rate. It's like this. If it's the equivalent for 1 year, it will be 12%. It will be the benefit for 1 year, for 1 month, it will be 1%, because we will say a 12 divide a 12 months. A 12, the benefit is a 12, it will be a 12 divide or multiplied to a 12, it will be 1% per month. The interest statement presented. For the interest statement presented, in the middle of the table, the 3 conditions verified. If you see to the slide, you will find the table, and in this table there is 3 conditions for interest statement presented. We can start with the first one. The compounding period is independent. Like you have to select the time of period for compounding period before you start. The second one. This compounding period is shorter than the time period over which interest is paid. Like the time of the period compounding is shorter than the time you made it to get the benefit. And the last one, the interest rate is designated neither as nominal, not as effective. Like we can say this is nominal, is like a plan to get the benefit, not effective. And right now we're gonna start with the second point in our presentation, effective interest rate formulation. It's like how we can make equation of effective interest rate. The effective interest rate formulation. Understanding effective interest rate requires a definition of nominal interest rate R. We can say the symbol of it is R, as the interest rate per period times the number of periods in equation form. Like to understand how we can get the benefit from interest rate, we can give the interest rate the symbol R, and this is like the price of the benefit multiply the times or period. We can say the equation of this one R equal interest rate per period multiply numbers of periods. Let's continue to explain more. A nominal interest rate can be found for any time period that is longer than compounding period. For example, an interest rate of 1.5% per month can be expressed as a nominal 4.5% per quarter. It means 1.5 per pound 3 times, like 1 month 1.5 percentage. It will be, if 3 months will be 3 multiplied 1.5, it will be 4.5. 9% per similar period, and it will be equal 18 percentage per year, or 36 percentage per 2 years, and like that you can add it until you will arrive to the numbers what you want. Example: a Visa credit card issued through Post Bank carries an interest rate of 1% per month. On the unpaid balance, calculate the effective rate per sum and annual produce. The solution. From the solution, we will add the phrase, we will correct the interest rate. We will say R equal, from the equation we explained before, it will be R equal 1% per month multiplied 6 months per similar period. This will be equal 6% per similar period. And from here we can say I per 6 months equal 1 plus 6% divide 6 all power 6 minus 1. If you use the calculator, it will be equal 6.15 percentage. And for effective annual rate, R it will be 12 percentage, and M it will be also 12 percentage. And to get the I per year, we will use same equation we used before, and it will be equal 12.68 percentage. And right now we're going to talk about the third point in our presentation: reconciling compounding periods and payment periods. Now that the concept of nominal and effective interest rates are introduced, in addition, considering the compounding period, which also known as interest period, it's necessary to consider the frequency of the payment or receipts within the cash flow time interval. For simplicity, frequency of the payment or receipts is known as the payment period, PP. It's important to distinguish between the compounding period, CP, and the payment period, because in many instances the two do not coincide. For example, if a company deposits money each month into an account, the payments nominal rate 6% per year. It means the deposit of any company is like 6% per year. Compounding, similarly, the payment period is 1 month, while compounding period is 6 months as shown in figure. You can see the more explaining about what we say in this photo. The next 3 sections describe producer for determining the correct I and N values for use in formulas and factory tables as well as calculator and spreadsheets functions. In general, there are three steps. The first one, compare the length of BB and CB. We already said BB it means payment period, CB compounding period. The second one, identify the cash flow series as involving only single amounts or series amounts. The last one, select proper I and N values. And right now we're going to talk about the fourth point in our presentation, equivalence calculation involving only single element factors. There are many correct combinations of I and N that can be used when single element factors. For example, F divide B and B divide F are involved. This is because there are only two requirements. Number one, an effective rate must be used I, and the second one, the time unit on N must be same as that on I. In standard factor notation, the single payment equation can be generalized.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ya, ini saya melanjutkan presentasi dari Dolan. Saya sendiri antar Yo untuk selanjutnya yang ini equivalence calculation volume series BP lebih besar dari sama dengan BP. Ya. Ketika arus gas menentukan penggunaan salah satu atau lebih seri uniform atau faktor gradient, hubungan antara periode perhatikan atau DP dan periode pembayaran atau PP harus ditentukan. Hubungan akan menjadi salah satu dari tiga kasus berikut. Yang pertama, jangka waktu pembayaran sama dengan masa perhatikan atau PP sama dengan DP. Untuk yang kedua, jangka waktu pembayaran lebih lama dari masa perhatikan, PP lebih besar daripada DP. Yang ketiga, jangka waktu pembayaran lebih pendek dari masa perhatikan, DP lebih kecil daripada DP. Prosedur untuk dua jenis pertama adalah sama. Masa yang tipe 3 dibahas pada bagian berikut ketika PP sama dengan CP atau PP sama dengan PP lebih besar dari CP. Prosedur berikut selalu berlaku. Yang pertama yaitu hitung jumlah pembayaran dan gunakan angka itu sebagai N. Misalnya pembayaran dilakukan setiap 3 bulan selama 5 tahun, N adalah 20. Langkah kedua, temukan tingkat bunga efektif selama periode waktu yang sama dengan N pada langkah pertama. Misal jika N dinyatakan dalam kuartal, maka tingkat bunga efektif per kuartal harus digunakan. Sebagai ilustrasi, tabel 3.5 menunjukkan notasi standar yang benar untuk contoh urutan arus gas dan tingkat bunga. Nah, ini tabel 3.5. Perhatikan kolom 4 bahwa N selalu sama dengan jumlah pembayaran dan I adalah tarif efektif yang dinyatakan selama periode waktu yang sama dengan N. Nah, yang lainnya, nah, equivalent calculation in volume series PP lebih kecil daripada CP. Jika seorang mendepositokan uang setiap bulan ke dalam rekening tabungan yang bunganya dimajemukkan setiap 3 bulan, apakah yang disebut deposito antar periode menghasilkan bunga? Jawaban yang biasa adalah tidak. Namun jika pembayaran bulanan sebesar $10 juta pinjaman bank majemuk triwulan dilakukan lebih awal oleh perusahaan besar, pejabat keuangan perusahaan kemungkinan besar akan bersikeras bahwa bank mengurangi jumlah yang harus dibayar berdasarkan pembayaran lebih awal. Keduanya adalah contoh arus kas tipe ketiga. Pada dasarnya ada dua kebijakan, yaitu arus kas antar periode tidak menghasilkan bunga atau menghasilkan bunga majemuk. Satu-satunya syarat yang dipertimbangkan di sini adalah yang pertama, tidak ada bunga, karena banyak transaksi dunia nyata termasuk dalam kategori ini. Selanjutnya, using spirit for effective interest rate computation. Berikut contoh penggunaan fungsi efek dan nominal untuk mengkonversi antara suku bunga nominal dan efektif. Tarif nominal adalah R dan harus dinyatakan selama periode waktu yang sama dengan tarif efektif yang diminta. Frekuensi perhatikan adalah M yang harus sama dengan berapa kali bunga dimajemukkan selama periode waktu yang digunakan dalam tingkat efektif. Oleh karena itu, pada contoh kedua, gambar 3.6 di mana tarif efektif triwulan diminta. Masukkan tarif nominal per triwulan yaitu 3,75% untuk mendapatkan tarif efektif per triwulan dan masukkan M sama dengan 3 karena pemajemukan bulanan terjadi 3 kali dalam satu triwulan. Ya, fungsi ini selalu menampilkan nilai nominal tahunan. Dengan demikian, M yang dimasukkan harus sama dengan berapa kali bunga dimajemukkan setiap tahun. Jika tingkat nominal diperlukan untuk selain tahunan, gunakan persamaan 3.1 menghasilkan belar untuk menghitungnya. Inilah sebabnya mengapa hasil fungsi nominal pada contoh 4 gambar 3.6 dibagi 2. Jika bunga dimajemukkan terus-menerus, masukkan nilai yang sangat besar untuk frekuensi perhatikan. Nilai 10.000 atau lebih tinggi akan memberikan akurasi yang cukup. Fungsi nominal dikembangkan serupa untuk menemukan tingkat nominal per tahun dengan tingkat efektif tahunan. Dan sekian presentasi dari saya. Apabila ada salah, mohon maaf. Saya akhiri. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.